Boom, boom, boom. We are now live. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for blast off. We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. There's a little bit of a lag, it seems. So hopefully that stops here soon. How's everybody doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Dandy. Dandy. We just got done with our MMA session, and then I had enough time to go for a run. So I am dripping wet with sweat because I just got done working harder. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let's dive into some questions. But before we do, let's talk about HRV. So, a little bit about HRV. How does HRV compare with heart rate? So, heart rate is the beat of your heart. Basically, people have been tracking heart rate for eons and eons. Generally speaking, the lower your heart rate is, the more conditioned you are. The higher your heart rate is, less so. Caveat there being, if you're training, obviously you're going to have an elevated heart rate. Like I just got done running, so my heart rate is probably quite elevated right now. Heart rate variability is basically the variation in the time between your heart beats. So with heart rate variability, you want to have a higher heart rate variability. That's usually conducive to just a more relaxed state. A lower heart rate variability is more indicative of you not being fully recovered and recuperated. Now it's harder to track heart rate variability when you are exercising and training. So normally heart rate variability tests are done in a relaxed state to see what the variation between that heartbeat is. And a lot of the modern day trackers, like your Whoop straps, your Oura rings, it's like Apple Watch and Garmin.
I don't know.
I don't know if they do that or not. They do heart rate. I don't know if they do heart rate variability. But like Oura ring is really known for HRV. However, a lot of people take the heart rate variability and they just like make that the word of God, basically. Like if their Oura ring tells them that
if that was the word of God, I would be dead.
Yeah, they just like they put so much emphasis into what their heart rate variability is and what that equation in the tracking device tells them they should or should not do, that they don't learn to listen to their body. There's been lots of times where I would wake up and my HRV would be very low, which suggests that I should take it easy that day, but I felt like $1,000,000 and I would go to the gym and absolutely kill it. And if I just put all the emphasis on that wearable, that tracking device, then I would have sacrificed a really productive workout. Not to say you shouldn't listen to the feedback your body is giving you, but don't put so much emphasis in it that you forget to listen to your own body.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what can make your HRV higher or lower. So if your body tends to be more in a fight or flight mode, I will tell you guys so HRV, you want it to be higher. You don't want it to be lower. My HRV is always super low. I just think I run on fumes a lot of times. But there is two different ways you can go about it. So if your HRV is higher, you also are known for probably being a little bit more cardiovascularly healthy. So I have challenged this in the past and started running every single day, and my HRV actually did get better. So if your HRV is low, it doesn't specifically, everybody's going to be so individual, but it does not specifically mean that you need to take it easy. It might mean that your heart needs to be cardiovascularly healthier. So you might want to actually push the envelope with that and maybe work your cardiovascular system a little bit more, like I began doing with my runs. Now, if you're a person that gets easily stressed, if you're a person that lacks a lot of restful nights in sleep, if you are running a business, if you're, all of those things can cause a stress, and that can reflect in your HRV. But also things like meditation, deep breathing, things like that throughout the day can actually help increase your HRV. So there's a lot of really natural things that you can do to make things better for yourself. Even if you are in a little bit of a fight or flight mode, you actually also might notice that your HRV might drop right before getting sick. And it may actually drop for females also around their cycle. Everyone's going to be super different, but pay attention to that. If you are tracking your HRV, your body will kind of tell you like, hey, I'm going through a little something. And it's a really cool thing to look at. I do not let my HRV dictate how I'm going to act within the day, or I would take a rest day every single day, which is why I countered that and started doing runs to try to increase, like make my cardiovascular system healthier. And yeah, and then just introduce healthy things into your life. Like if meditation works for you, if deep breathing works for you, maybe relaxing, doing something different. I love taking baths. That has been super helpful for me. And then also people with lower HRV have a tendency to have higher anxiety and a higher chance of depression. So if you are tracking those things, something that you could do is figure out what's going to help that HRV get better and work on those things to really help yourself mentally as well. So, yeah.
All right. Let's dive into some of these questions here. Radical Geek says, great. Yes, indeed. Savages, Triple G, Auto Detail, and Truckology 101. What's up, man? How are you?
Greg says, love that
the
shirt.
topic. Thanks. My HRV is not great right now, but it's work stress and weather change, allergies, nothing to do with athleticism.
That's exactly right. There's so many things go into your HRV, like being sick, your allergies, just being like overly stressed for a week. It can be so many different things, but if you're chronically low in your HRV, that might be a good idea to kind of challenge that cardiovascular health.
Very interesting. Mike says, if you work out every week, I agree to listen to your body. I have had some of my strongest workouts when the Oura Ring says take it slow.
Yep, exactly.
Because like the Oura Ring and the wearable, they take all of these factors into consideration. So like if you don't sleep very good one night, but your nutrition's on point, you're not stressed at all, and you had a great night's sleep the night prior, you still may be recharged and ready to rumble, but the Oura Ring is going to weight your sleep the night prior very heavily and say you should just totally take it easy, not do a thing, lift a finger.
Yeah, but if you're like feeling super good, you slept really good, you have had a great day, there's no reason to like back off your workout, especially if you're feeling awesome, you know?
Yeah.
Thoughts on about a white macadamia brick? A white macadamia brick. That sounds delicious.
That sounds pretty good. I like the sound of macadamia bricks. All right, so that's pretty much our little high-level topic on HRV, which means we are ready to open it up to any and all questions, comments, concerns, feedback, anything and everything.
We should have done something about like Halloween, like preventative measures.
Don't eat candy. It's not good for you.
Yeah, you can melt down a little bit of keto brick. Have little keto brick snacks while your kids are eating candy. Or if your kids don't eat candy also, then melt down little keto bricks and put them in cute little wrappers.
Yeah, the whole concept of Halloween's a strange one.
Yeah. We don't really know what we're going to do with Halloween. I don't love Halloween, like at all, really. So I have a weird relationship with it. I love everything harvest. I love harvest festivals and things like that. But
carving jack-o'-lanterns.
Yep, I think that's a lot of fun, but it's just an interesting thing, and it's interesting that people just like devour candy.
Yeah,
which is so weird. I've never been like a super candy lover, but it's just weird.
Yeah, it's just pure sugar.
Sunny said white macadamia brick is genius. Dylan said The Rock doesn't take any enhancements.
All right, so we have a question for y'all. Let us know in the comments if you think The Rock takes any type of performance enhancing additives. Anything. Not to say that he's, hopped up on anabolic steroids, but some type of, HRT or some type of cutting agent. Let me know in the comments if you think The Rock is natural. And this is kind of like an inside joke. I'm not going to make a YouTube video on this or anything, but Dylan, one of our amazing brick makers, is just in love with The Rock. The Rock's great, don't get me wrong, but he's convinced that he's 100% natural, which I'm a little skeptical on.
For sure he does. Sunny said, yes, definitely, says Mr. Sparkles. Dylan said natural. He's the only one. Greg says, yes, he for sure does. Anabolic French toast.
French toast.
Low carb Bully says, no doubt The Rock is on juice. Brandon says, you know dang well he isn't natty. I mean, you don't have to be smart to know that this guy's on stuff. Congrats on your pregnancy. Have either of you done the 75 hard? I'm on day 42 and about. And yes, about The Rock. I've
We've
never
never done
done
that.
75 hard.
But I know a lot of people that do and love it, and I think it's great for like building habits.
Yeah, I'm totally not against it. At first, I thought I was against it because I was like, who needs to work out twice a day? That's kind of insane. And we all need rest days and whatever. But it sounds like there can be less intense days, which I'm all about being active every day. So totally up for it. But it seems like an amazing thing. And it seems like a lot of people really like it.
Radical Geek says, oh, I second white chocolate macadamian bricks. Truckology says, hey, Robert, any sketches for the truck wrap yet? We need to jump on a call.
You're going to wrap the truck?
His truck. He's the one with 18 wheels.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump on a call.
That's
shoot
right.
me an email.
Duh,
I'll shoot you
forgot
an
about
email.
that.
We'll get something lined up to chit chat. I have not forgotten about that.
Keto Chef Max says, LOL, he admitted to it. By the way, Dylan, The Rock
Boom.
admitted to it. And then Dylan says he doesn't lie. He said he doesn't. Well,
So how can
apparently
say
he did.
doesn't and
Apparently
admit
he
to it
said
at
he
the same
did.
time? Something's fishy here.
Yeah.
For Halloween growing up, we actually got small gifts like CDs, DVDs,
Oh.
PJs, etc., and valued that more than the candy. We still ate some, but it wasn't a gorge fest. That's pretty smart.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Mike says not natural. Yes, The Rock does, in my opinion. I don't think he's natural. I think the odds are against you here, Dylan. We have Play-Doh for little kids, and if teens show up, we have some Hilo. What is Hilo? Hilo and schoolyard snacks.
Maybe Halo Top?
Halo Top, maybe?
Maybe.
The Rock would have...
That's a good idea, too.
The
I like
Rock
that idea.
would have a little artificial help.
Dylan says he admitted that he tried it when he was 18, but that was it. You might want to dig a little deeper. See if he came out with anything since then.
Yeah.
Congrats to the cutest couple. Question, is it bad to go back and forth one macros, but it says one on macros, but keeping the calories the same, some days higher protein, some days higher fat, but carbs about 15 grams. In my opinion, this is just in my opinion, if you are in a maintenance, if you are in a surplus, and you are just enjoying your life and you're not really trying to track strategically, I think it's totally fine to go a little bit up and down. But if you're trying to hit some specific goals like weight loss or specific muscle gain, then I would definitely try to hit those actual macros and make sure that you find what works best for you. But again, on a building season, maintenance, whatever, I think it's totally fine to have a little bit of ups and downs. I always try to make minimums for myself. So like a minimum amount of protein, a minimum amount of fat, and a maximum amount of carbs that I try to get in every day. If I get above that, great. If I get below the carbs, great. But just making sure that you're keeping a healthy range for sure.
All right. Where did I go here? How will you raise your child with Halloween?
We don't know. We don't know yet.
We haven't thought
I
that
don't
far.
really like I said, I don't like Halloween a lot. I just don't. I don't really just don't. I have a sibling that doesn't do. Their kids don't dress up. They have like a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old, I think, and none of them care to dress up. None of them want to really do the Halloween thing. And then I have other siblings who they've dressed up their kids and they go to like at the harvest festivals and they do games and things. And then other ones go trick-or-treating. It just is, it's very different for everyone. But I think we're going to cross that path when we get there.
Christy Newsom says Halo is like Quest chips, wouldn't be Savage approved. That makes sense.
Yeah, I definitely am not a fan of the Quest chips, by the way, if anyone's listening.
Yeah,
I've definitely I just looked at them the other day, and there's so many ingredients in there that I would not ever eat. in my life.
They make a cheese and nut snack mix and protein cheese puffs.
I will say, however, if you, like this person has like teenagers coming over, and if you want to provide them with a healthier option than like Doritos, that's a way better option. However, if I was going to choose a chip, I would still go for a pork rind.
Yeah.
And I don't love pork rinds, but they're way better option.
Sarah Emily, hi, super chat. This is gonna sound super strange, but I had a dream about you last night that all I know I prefaced it was gonna sound super strange. That all of your ailments, all of your health concerns just disappeared. So I don't know
let's
if
hope that comes to
I don't know
light.
if my dream's coming true, but I legitimately had a dream about you last night, Sarah, that all of your health issues just vanished. So I'm hoping.
That's very interesting, Robert.
Very strange.
Sunny says we give out non-candy treats and they always go faster than candy on Halloween. Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
gonna pass out venison jerky.
We live out of town, so we won't get any little people visitors, but I probably would do the same thing. Like if I lived in town and wanted to give things out, I probably would give items like fun little toys and stuff.
Me neither. Love it.
Frida says, hey guys, hope you are feeling better, Crystal. Yes, I am. I just got over a little cold and it knocked me out, but I'm feeling much better now. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do and keep on savaging.
Keep on savaging. That should be a shirt too. Keep on savaging. What do you think about this font? I printed this shirt. You like it? One of the things that Bryson, Dylan, and I have been playing around with, printing T-shirts. So we're about to unveil a whole bunch of shirts.
Oh boy, we got a Dylan on here. He said he recently had an interview with Fortune magazine, and he said he only tried them at 18. But no, he is natural, and there are always people who will negate the hard work you put in.
I'm not negating his hard work. Like that guy hustles. I think
it just depends on what you think is natural or not. There's no way. I
mean, I got nothing but respect for The Rock. He obviously puts in work. It's same like as pro bodybuilders, like pro Olympia bodybuilders, that is. They're obviously on
But they build and build and build and build for years and then do a really long cut. They don't like bulk up and then cut real quick for a movie.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
But they all do hard work too. Like I'm not saying like I've never once said steroids is like a quick get rich quick, instant muscle. Like I've never negated the hard work that goes in.
Tried the 5x5 on squats. Wow, my legs are really sore. Yeah, we did that one time. We did a 5x5 go around. It was pretty good.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. Determination and love wins. There you go. Keep on killing it, Sarah.
Greg says, "In with you, Dylan." I think I'm with you, Dylan. And then Dylan said, "Call him."
Call him. Let me just call the Rock up real quick. What's up, man? You natty? Natty or not? All right. Nikki says, love the shirt and add the company logo and maybe make it a bit bigger, solid design. Sweet. We will do that.
Bryson said, haha, this is hilarious.
Is that our Bryson?
Yeah.
What's up, Be Risen? You need to change your Instagram to Be Risen, man. Be Risen. All right, y'all. We've got a meeting this evening, so we are going to call it quick for the live. We need a topic for next week, though. Actually,
are you going to be here in 2 weeks? You're leaving that Wednesday the 10th, right?
Is next Wednesday the 10th?
No, we have one more week.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be gone traveling for hunting trip.
Yep, for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah,
like 2 Wednesdays in a row.
2 Wednesdays.
Yeah,
but it'll be good. But we need a topic for next week. Sunny came up with a topic that we still haven't done yet, which was explaining the different types of bodybuilding divisions. So like bikini, physique, figure, classic physique, bodybuilding, all that stuff.
We just need a picture of different people.
We can just let you pose.
Yeah, no.
We can do that.
Aaron says, hey guys. Well, hello.
What's up, Aaron? How are you?
You're okay. So let me just say, fat for weight loss.
The snickerdoodles are amazing.
Aaron's stinking book is amazing. What keto sweet tooth?
The book doesn't stink, actually.
What is it?
You call it a stinking book. It doesn't stink.
No.
It smells quite nice.
What is the book called? Is it Sweet Tooth, Sweet Treats?
What's the name of the book, Aaron?
Oh my gosh, now I can't remember and now I feel like an idiot. But it is the best book of all time for anything sweet that you guys are wanting. We just made snickerdoodles. I've made his cinnamon rolls. I've made so many things out of his book, and it's so good. I love it for the holiday season because it's always super, super clean, and I always have whatever he suggests at the house usually. So, okay, so he said, Dan, thank you guys so much. Sweet Tooth Cookbook. I knew it was Sweet Tooth, I think. So Sweet Tooth Cookbook. If you guys are looking for a sweet treat or book or whatever, it is definitely my go-to. That's the only cookbook I use for sweets. So
did many prep for competition causes some binge eating disorders for you? Sorry, I'm French. Yeah, when I competed and when I prepped with a non-ketogenic approach, that really kind of led to a lot of my disordered eating habits. But I was able to reverse that with a ketogenic approach. That's why I only do ketogenic competition preps now, because it doesn't really have near the psychological negative effect and the disordered eating habits that kind of occurred with the traditional prep protocols.
Low Carb Bully says nobody negates the hard work. I watched The Rock on WWE. He was there with Hulk Hogan and all the other wrestlers during the height of steroids. He is not going to tell the public the truth.
Do you ever sell bricks at conventions? We do.
Yeah.
So whenever
at the ones that we're at. Yeah.
Whenever we go to a show and we have a booth there, we will definitely
when we're
have bricks.
invited. No, I'm just kidding. On supplements that are harmful, that are killing bodybuilders that are not natural. That's what I think it's a subject that they were going to talk about.
That'd be a lot of supplements. A lot of super supplements.
We just suggest not taking them.
Yeah.
Keep up with the great work, you too. Thank you very much.
Thanks a million.
Can you post link to that cookbook, please? Yeah, I'll do it in my story when I get home and get a picture. I usually do anytime I post a recipe. But his Instagram is Fat for Weight Loss as well. So go follow Aaron, Fat for Weight Loss.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We are going to boogie. Thanks for the answer. Keto wins again, if I understand well. Yeah, you could definitely do a competition and do well without keto, but I've done it both ways, and I've prepped clients with a ketogenic approach, and they've all seen success with it. I've seen success with it. You can absolutely do it with a ketogenic approach, and I feel that it's more sustainable and better from a hormonal standpoint because you're taking in more dietary fat, which kind of protects your hormone levels from dipping when your calories are very low. And that honestly helps quite a bit with the, hedging against the binging and the purging that oftentimes come after the show.
So we're going to talk about the different,
different bodybuilding divisions.
Okay.
All right,
we'll talk about that next week.
Take care. Toodaloo. Ta-ta for now. Love you bunches. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.